Okay, so you was telling us in the last part about how San Diego started investigating, and because of the crooked judge in Georgia, who's got family members that have special relationships with the FBI, and is the juvenile judge, and he's a real estate lawyer for one of the largest development companies in the United States. So he's got a lot of pull. He sends a decree to San Diego, so San Diego jumps on board with the delusions. Okay, you fly out there and you're showing them birth certificates. You're even willing to do a DNA test, right, to prove that she is your daughter.
Took all the warrants for child rape, for beating your spleen out of you. Just everything they needed. My birth certificate, your birth certificate, that you were born in the United States. But they wouldn't let me show evidence. When you go into CPS court, they have all their lawyers, the guardian ad litems, they have the CASA worker, the judge. Everybody has a lawyer. Even the husband who is in Mexico and can't come back here because he's wanted for child rape and all kind of abuses, he even has a lawyer there.
So this is a lawyer, court-appointed attorney that American tax dollars are paying for. Okay, he also got reunification services and visitations that are paid by American tax dollars. Okay. Your daughter has mentioned to you Title 18 of aiding and abetting a fugitive. You've read it. In your opinion, after reading that federal law, the state of California and the county of San Diego, county and state government, are actually aiding and abetting a fugitive. They've gave him a court-appointed attorney, reunification services, all while he's wanted. Dude,
we even called Florida and talked to the U.S. Marshals, and they were all upset because California was giving him a lawyer, and there's a lot of people that's been upset about it, but because of the CPS judge in the beginning in Georgia has so much power and so many high people, you can't fight it. There's no way to fight it.
So, how certain are you that your daughter lived with these Middle Easterns that she claimed to have lived with? So she would have inside information on 9/11. But yet it's been overlooked because of the power of a juvenile court with a crooked juvenile judge who also was a real estate lawyer who had illegals building the buildings for them. So they were more concerned about their smuggling deal getting exposed, that they was willing to put inside information on 9/11 on the download. Okay, have you heard of Sheikh Mohammed, this Mr. Religion that your daughter referred to? Did you know he was waterboarded to try to get all the information out of him? So how do you feel that your daughter has basically been tortured, her kids drugged, for trying to tell? At the same time, Sheikh Mohammed was waterboarded to try to tell. So at one point, one person's being tortured to shut up. And at the same time, Sheikh Mohammed's being tortured, of course in a different manner, but to talk. Doesn't make much sense to you. How do you feel as an American?
Well, I feel like that we're not supposed to be torturing people, waterboarding people. We've always been against torture, and all of a sudden Bush says, well, it's okay to waterboard. Waterboard is a horrible, horrible thing. If you don't know anything about waterboarding, just get on the internet and look up waterboarding. It's horrible. They nearly drown you. They hold you upside down on a board, and they're pouring water up your nose and down your throat till you just about drown.
Well, how, as a mother, knowing that they tortured your daughter and your grandchildren because they told, like we were asked to do right after 9/11, how do you feel as her mother about your daughter being tortured?
I'm outraged, and I'm upset with my government. And I know a lot of people that are very upset about all this.
So what do you think if a higher government finds out about your daughter, and it's just the local government has kept this from the world to hide their crimes and their illegal activity, what do you think should happen to these social workers, judges, and everybody involved?
I think they should go to jail because they're taking money from our government if they got rid of all the judges, CPS court is closed court. I know lots of people that's been in CPS court. I've even heard of children, I've got friends, they took their children were raped daily. Nothing was ever done about it. And they do this all the time, and they always have 5 or 6 lawyers in there, guardian ad litem's in there. You cannot say one word. While I was in San Diego, I went to court 3 times. We didn't get to say one word. We never got to talk to her lawyer. He never called us. We called and called and called. He never talked to us. The guardian ad litem not talked to us. We're in Georgia now, and she still has a guardian ad litem in California, a lawyer in California. The illegal Mexican that's in Mexico that's wanted for child rape, he still has a lawyer, and they're fixing to go to court again April the 7th.